my dudes? It's Demi, and we are in Universal Studios Japan. I know, I can't believe it either. I am so excited to be here and take you all along with me. I cannot wait to see what this park has to offer. I'm going to try to experience everything on this one day that I am here. I'll explain how ticketing and rides work here along the way. Also, please note, there may be some filming restrictions. I'm not quite sure yet, but if there's any weird angles in this video, that's probably why. But let's just get into it. Let's do Universal Studios Japan, and let's go get into some hijinks. Universal Japan is located in Osaka. It's about 3 hours on the bullet train from Tokyo. We've been staying in the city for a couple days and it's fantastic. I got my tickets on the website klook.com. I will list it in the description box below. It makes it a little easier because it's all in English, and the Universal Japan website, sometimes the English doesn't work and it's a little confusing. And for 2 people, tickets cost total $130. It goes right into your email and you use that QR code they send you to scan into the park. After that, I highly recommend adding your ticket to the Universal Japan app because of how some of the lands and the rides work here. This park is the birthplace of Super Nintendo World, and Hogsmeade is here as well, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and those 2 areas require timed entry. So once you scan your ticket into the park, scan your ticket into the app, go into the app where it says timed entry and try to get a time where you can get inside of the park. That is the first thing you do when you get into this park because those timed entries go away really, really quickly. Another way to get into the land is purchasing Universal Express Pass, which I also did on Klook. It costs more than our tickets combined, but we were only here for 1 day, so we figured we should get it. Unfortunately, by the time that I got it, so many of the good timed entries were gone. A few different ways you can do Express Pass here. You can get Express Pass for 4 rides or 7 rides. We'll have some rides where you can ride them at any time of the day. If you have Express Pass, you can still try timed entry for an earlier slot. Now I need you to listen to me because I totally messed up and had no idea this wasn't possible. I went into timed entry and unfortunately I was so excited about rope dropping Jaws, which you'll see shortly, I forgot to do timed entry immediately when I got in. So by the time I went to do it, Harry Potter World was already gone, and Super Nintendo World, they didn't have one until 5:30 and my entry is 5:40. So I hit it thinking, oh, I can go back in and change it if something comes available. You can't. So you cannot cancel it once you make your timed entry reservation. And it's not guaranteed that things will pop up during the day, but people say that it can. So it's really up to you about that, but unfortunately we're gonna have to start Harry Potter around 3 o'clock and Super Nintendo around 5 o'clock, but there's still so much of the park to see. So I'm gonna throw it back to Demi from when we first entered the park and rope drop Jaws. Oh my gosh, it's literally, it looks exactly the same, like Orlando. Oh my gosh. Except it's not the Hollywood Brown Dirty, it's so fluffy. And then you got the 5 and dime. Oh, this is so freaky. Schwab's Pharmacy on the dark room. 5 and dime isn't even real here, it's a facade. Oh my gosh, Mills, it's Mills. You could just see an actual bridge from here. What? This is amazing. Oh my God, it looks just like our Fantasia Theater. It's a different show. It's Bruce, we're in Amity. There's the Jaws ride. I'm walking right past it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I can't begin to tell you how excited I am. Roy's Fishing Tours. Oh my gosh, Cruise Historic Amity. Oh, this is amazing. Got here for a 35-minute wait, not terrible. So here's the plot of the ride. After the shark nicknamed as Jaws was eventually destroyed by Chief Brody, Matt Hooper, and Quint in 1974, Brody became a legend in Amity Harbor, and the Jaws incident inspired Steven Spielberg's big Hollywood movie. However, tourism on Amity Island strongly decreased following the incident due to fear of sharks. Eventually, resident seaman Jake Grundy decided to open a new boat tour on the island, which would take guests out to the historic areas where the shark attacks actually occurred, which ultimately brought back tourism to the island. As guests entered Captain Jake's Amity boat tours, they walked through a series of boathouses located near Amity Harbor, which hold various fishing supplies, nautical artifacts, and features numerous overhead television monitors that are tuned to Amity's local TV station. Upon reaching the end of the queue, guests are loaded onto one of Captain Jake's boat tours. Small anecdote, what I think is really funny is when I think of Jaws, I actually first think of Dana Carvey doing a Robert Shaw
I'm talking about a great white chief
impression, doing the 1,100 men went into the water, 316 men came out. That's my bad impression of Dana Carvey's good impression of Robert Shaw as Quint in Jaws.
進路変更、このボートをする。ここの皆さん、一旦救助を待ちましょう。ここのやつもきっと大丈夫なんです。ちょっと待って。助けてください。すいません。あいつがこんなに入ってきた。早く逃げない。待って。火上がってください。どうなってんの？お願い向いて。ガッガッガッ。探して、マルタもこの辺いるはず。さあ、出てこい、どこ行った？こっちか。ごめんなさい。やつ間違えて、ガソリンボンぶっちゃった。本当にごめんなさい。炎の中、突っ切りますね。皆さん、しっかりと捕まって、落ちないように。ごめんなさい。最後こそこのケーブル使ってやつを仕留めたいと思います。さあどうぞ逃げてだからすごいさあどこ行った？多分この辺潜ってます。出てこい、どこ行った？見てやりましょう。バッククルボケ甘い。皆さん大丈夫？乗らなかったですか？よかった、めちゃめちゃ本当にごめんなさい。もうやつは大丈夫。前のボートが動いたら私たちも帰りましょう。全部出てくるのは2なので、よかったらおすすめです。見てみてください。所長、もちろんHijinxはスリングし、なんとかサメやってきましたー。やった。
That was so fun. I feel like I actually went to Universal. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't start going to the parks until I was an adult, and by the time I went, like, Jaws was gone. And so I felt like I missed out, like, on this huge thing that Universal people love so much. And now I feel like I'm part of that group, and I'm so happy that we came and immediately did this, and I just feel so happy right now.
You know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. Only attraction, attention. Don't you see, baby, this is perfection. I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Baby, I'm the best, you're getting out of my life. And wherever it takes me, I'm down for the ride. Baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright. Give me, I'm dead after midnight. Oh, somebody help me, just push out the way.
Our Express Pass covered either Jaws or Hollywood the Dream Ride, which is this coaster here. And from my research, it seemed like the Hollywood Dream Ride would have way longer lines. So we went and rope dropped Jaws, which was a very quick, it wasn't even 35 minutes. I think it was like maybe not even 20 minutes. We can do that ride at any time. We can also do that coaster over there, which is called the Flying Dinosaur in Jurassic Park. And if we want to, Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, but I may skip on that because we have it, one, in Orlando, and two, it's not really my favorite attraction. It makes me a little nauseous. Like I said, unfortunately with Express Pass, like the rides are pre-selected, and I just did whatever was the best one out of what was left. Oh my gosh, we have to take a walk through New York. It looks just like Orlando. There's really not much happening here. They do have a Finnegan's, no Blues Brothers playing on the steps over there. And then look, they also have the Palace Theater, but it's not an arcade here, it's nothing. And then the weirdest thing of all is it literally looks exactly like the Mummy ride, but there's no Mummy ride here, which is a crime, by the way, because that's my favorite ride in Universal Studios. outside in Orlando. It's literally so bizarre that it's just a facade with not the ride. And then look, Macy's exactly the same. And then that looks like normally the Jimmy Fallon ride. It is not the Jimmy Fallon ride here. And even though it says Detective Conan, no, not Conan O'Brien. Like, it's not a different late night talk show host, which I'm very sad. I wish it was, because Team Coco forever. But Detective Conan is like a character that's famous in Japan. And actually Conan O'Brien did a whole segment about it like years ago on his talk show. Oh my gosh, they have their version of the Beat Builders here.
Simply magnificent.
So funny because you have New York and then it goes into San Francisco, but San Francisco is so small and there's really nothing here except like it just kind of looks like Universal San Francisco. But then right here is Minion Park. We are here June 3rd and they are still in their Easter celebration. So cute. It is pretty tight in here though. But in the very back, you have Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, the same ride that we have in Universal Orlando. We have Minion Mayhem. They have another ride called Ray Sliders. It's kind of like the whip. I have to say, it's a pretty slow whip. We also have a Miss Hattie's Home for Girls facade. That's where Gru adopted the girls. Everything is so minion-y, all the shops. Cute. And then the other side, it looks like the sweet shop that we have now in Universal Orlando. So cute in here. Carnival games, photo op. You have a Minions themed quick service here, but they open at 11. It's called Delicious Me. I lied. There's more San Francisco here. And look, it looks like ours. It has the same sign. It has the Wharf Cafe, but it doesn't look open. So trippy. And instead of the burger place, it's the Happiness Cafe. Oh my gosh, it's still a burger place. Restaurant is unique to this park, the Dragon's Pearl, but then they have a Lombard's restaurant here as well. Fortunately, no Fast and Furious Supercharged. Very different about Osaka and this park from the US is that you walk on the left side instead of the right side because they drive on the left side here. I think it's time to head into Jurassic Park and do the flying dinosaur, this attraction right here. Unfortunately, Jurassic Park River Adventure is down. I don't know if it's gonna be down all day, but I'd love to go on it and see if there's any differences. Like when we went to Hollywood, I'll link that video for you here and put the description box below. They have Jurassic World and it's so much better than our version, even though I still love our version in Orlando. Here we are, Jurassic Park. You walk in, you first see the flying dinosaur entrance, and it's so low. Like, it feels like it's right above you, the tracks. Do you offer single rider for this? They are both 50 minutes, it's insane. So excited to use our first express pass on an attraction that we do not have in the US. Really anything exciting in the queue. There are lockers here though. After you scan your express pass, they're gonna give you this ticket. This is how you can use the lockers. So they are free, which is good. Everything must go in your locker. You scan the QR code. English. Store. Okay. That's 119. And yes, you will go through a metal detector. Ah! My heart is racing. Oh my God. I could not tell from the ground that it's basically Superman from Six Flags Great Adventure, where you get in and then you're on your stomach. Yeah, so you're like flying. That's why they call it the flying dragon. That makes so much more, a dinosaur, that makes so much more sense now. But oh my gosh, we were in the back row and the G-force on the loops was so extreme. It was insane. If you love that style of ride and extreme coasters, you're gonna love this. I used to enjoy the Superman ride. I think I'm not as enjoying it as much anymore. That really really shook me, but it was fun in a way where you're like thinking, oh, you can die at any moment. So yeah, that's the flying dinosaur. At least we didn't have to wait long. See the rest of Jurassic Park. That is the Jurassic Park ride. It looks like it's maybe down for refurbishment, so we're not going to open up today. That's too bad. And we have some vending machines, which are very popular here in Japan. You can find them all over. They have like hot drinks sometimes as well, but that's when it's all cold beverages. We have a Jeep here, but it's not the Jurassic Park Jeep, like the classic one at least. Cream and funnel cake stand, turkey legs. They're playing the music right now. We have Outfitters gifts. There's the Jeep, and look, it's restaurants at the center. So there's no center, but they do have some food here. It still looks very similar, and you have the T-Rex in the center. I definitely do want to get food. I just don't know where yet. The dinosaurs are out. The dinosaurs are out. Definitely not as scary here than they are in the US in both parks, but they're still cool. The big one is, I almost called it a rhino. Wait, not a rhino. My brain is so overtired and jet lagged. A triceratops. Is that a triceratops? Yes, that's pretty cool. That's so cute. He's eating the bush. Oh, look how it walks. That's so cool. After Jurassic Park, you enter Amity again, or you can head into Super Nintendo World. And I knew I wanted to get some food that was unique to this park. So obviously we do not have Amity in Universal Orlando. So I went to two different places. One was Boardwalk Snacks. Other is the Amity Landing Restaurant. Here is my haul. First from the Amity Landing Restaurant is the shark cake. It's like a Swiss roll, but it's so cute. I had to get it. They have actual fried shark that you can get there, but that was not for me. And then from Boardwalk, I don't know if this is gonna be for me, but it sounded too insane and different to not try it. This is the Pizza Danish tuna mayonnaise and sakura shrimp. So definitely had to try that. That sounded super unique. Let's dig in. Okay, here we go. You know what? It's really good. It's really good. It's really crispy. Like, this crust is so good. Obviously there's fish on here, so if you don't like fish, you're not gonna like it, but I like it. It's like got a nice flavor. It doesn't taste like fishy. It goes just like really well all together, surprisingly. There's like sauce and cheese on here, and then shrimps, little prongs. Oh God, I just saw, there was eyes. They had eyes. Oh gosh. There's eyes on it. That freaked me out. But yeah, I'm very surprised how much I like this. Maybe I didn't eat the prong part yet. No, I definitely did. There's eyes on it. I didn't realize there was eyes on it. Now I see the eyes. I'm gonna eat a piece that doesn't have the eyes. It's good. Very unique, very different. Mr. Antix approves. It also comes with a drink, and they have iced oolong tea, and it's so good. Oh my goodness. I need iced oolong tea in my life now. All right, let's try out this shark cake. Ooh, looks very creamy. It's a strong blueberry flavor. I love how creamy it is, but the blueberry kind of tastes a little artificial. But the cake is nice and soft, and it is very creamy. And then you have the little gummy shark on top. Very cute. Not my favorite thing, but not bad. Came back to Hollywood because Mr. Antix wanted one more thing. This is the beef sukiyaki and baked curry meal. It smells very curry, very good. And it comes with a sweet potato and white miso soup and another soft drink. And of course, we just got another oolong iced tea because it was so amazing. Let's dig in. It smells so good. Oh my God, that is so creamy. That is so creamy. It tastes like potato soup and just very creamy. So good. Very curry. That's really good. That is a really good flavor. And meat's really like tender. And then there's cheese in it, which seems so weird, but it's good. And then the rice is nice and the sauce is really good. And this took a half hour just to get. And I think this place is known to probably be popular because this is a really good dish. Worth worth a half-hour wait. Wow, but you gotta like hurry to like this. It's time for another ride. We are gonna use our next Universal Express Pass on Hollywood, the Dream Ride. That is this coaster that is here. So now what's really cool about this one is you have the regular coaster, Hollywood Dream, the ride, and then you have Hollywood Dream Backdrop. Backdrop is the same coaster except you go backwards. They are two separate lines. Unfortunately, we only have Express Pass for the regular one, and the Backdrop line is 90 minutes versus 70 minutes for the regular one. Single riders, 70 minutes for regular Dream, but I'm excited to still do the original Hollywood Dream. Well, something just happened to me, which I am kind of, I don't even know how to feel about this. I was just size checked to see if I can fit on the ride, and so was my husband. We make it, but the fact is even though I'm like a size 12 to 14, which in the US is like a very average size, not so much here. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We make it, but just keep it in mind. If you're a little bit bigger, I don't know if you're gonna make it. A team member gives everybody one of these boarding passes on the line because it says this pass is required to ride the attraction. Upon handing this pass to a crew member, the following terms and conditions will be deemed to have been accepted by the person going on the ride. Oh boy, okay. That makes me nervous about this ride. Just like the Flying Dinosaur, you cannot bring anything onto the ride, and they're gonna hand you a crate to put all your stuff. Oh my goodness. So they gave us a little basket to keep our stuff, and then you just put it across the way. Come on, they lock them. They automatically come down and gets locked. All right, cool. Bye. Let me talk to you about Hollywood Dream, the ride. Okay, it is the same ride vehicle like Rip Ride Rocket in Orlando, where there's a speaker in each seat. There's 5 options where you can choose what's supposed to be a song. They're all in Japanese. I picked one at random. Mr. Antics picked one at random. That was not music. It was people like yelling at each other the entire time, and it was so loud. I mean, it was so loud. And I was like, I thought this was supposed to be music, and I Googled it. Like, it's supposed to, I don't know, I don't understand.
It sounded like a domestic dispute.
It was so weird, but the ride itself is so fun. It's not very scary. It has lap bar seats. We got the front row, which was amazing. So we had amazing views. You get views of like the front of Universal, and then you get views of the back of Universal. Like, it's so good. It's just super fun. It was just so loud. Like, my ears are still ringing. I don't feel too bad that we're probably not going to do Backdrop. I'm just not going to wait 90 minutes because it's the same ride. It's just backwards. And I don't love backwards coasters that much. I think they're generally okay. And we had so much fun. Like, honestly, I don't want to ruin that experience of being in the front row and getting those views. I think we really had the best experience of this version minus the screaming. But it was fun, and I think you will enjoy it minus the screaming. And if you ride this ride, or if you've ridden this ride, please let me know in the comments if you heard music or if you heard people talking at each other. It's time for our timed entry for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but I just wanted to quickly show you this like little kids area. It's a mix of Sesame Street and the Peanuts Gang. And in the US, you would find the Peanuts Gang at the Cedar Fair parks like King's Dominion, Knott's Berry Farm. Find the Sesame Street characters in the SeaWorld Busch Gardens park. So Hello Kitty here, and she has a little like teacups ride. Her store is here in the ribbon collection. Look how stinking cute Sesame Street Land is. I love the characters with their giant eyes. I mean, look at the Cookie Monster. Look at the Cookie Monster. Adorable. Now it is time for the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. You can find the entrance right between the kids area there and Amity with these giant rocks. Nice little path that kind of like blocks your view until you probably get inside. We actually go inside Hogsmeade. The Weasley's car is here. That looks familiar. Please respect the spell limits. Okay, but here we are, Hogsmeade. It feels like home again here, except There's no Hagrid's behind this train. Weird, look, Hagrid's like feels like it needs to be here and it's not. But what is here is an exclusive show that's only to this park. It's where you can meet some of the magical creatures, and it just started right now. Explain the creature in Japanese, so I don't really know what's happening, but it's very cute. We have a dragon. I just realized we didn't like check in anywhere with our timed entry. We just walked in. I wonder if that's the same at Universal, probably in Super China, but probably not. That's so weird. There's timed entries. I guess it's like the honor system. That's so weird.
ベビードラゴン。可愛いでしょ。先週生まれたばっかです。あ、そうだ。みんな、俺とこいつがどうやって出会ったか教えてやる。あれは雨の日だったから、晴れの日だった。あ、待って、こいつ火吐こうとしてる。しゃがんで、しゃがんで、しゃがんで。ちょっと待って、ゲッタウ、しゃがめ、火が出るぞ。ファイヤー。全然盛り上がんなかったな。あ。
It's so weird. It's exactly the same. Sort of. Ollivander's is over on the left side instead of the right side. And then boom, there she is. It's so weird. And then over here is the stage. There is a frog choir here, but they're not gonna come out anymore, and we abided by the timed entry. And then they also have a different show that we don't have that we are definitely coming back for in about an hour. It starts. The one incredible difference though about this Harry Potter world and all the other Harry Potter worlds, the water is like the Black Lake, like described in the books, where you can see the reflection of Hogwarts, and it's so stinking awesome. Oh my gosh, I wish this was in the US parks. I can't tell you how cool it is to see it like this. How like it's really something else because of, wow, I'm sorry, I've lost for words. It just makes my Harry Potter heart very, very happy. Okay, it is time for our timed entry for Forbidden Journey, the castle ride. You have a half hour when it's a timed express pass. Normally I wouldn't ride this because we have it, but I'm curious to see how this version looks, because the last few times I've been on Forbidden Journey in Orlando, it's starting to see its age. Now, in Orlando, the ride was there in 2010, this was 2014, so maybe that will make a difference. There are free lockers here with a key. Real quick, this is the worst system ever. People are getting their stuff, people are entering, like, there's just no system here. I don't even know how to explain. I think I got cut off in what I was saying. Anyway, the Orlando ride has been a little, like, weird lately, and now we're in the portrait room and they're speaking Japanese, which is different.
Oh. 一応警告しとくけど、ここにいたらウィンズ先生のホグワーツの歴史の授業延々聞かされるよ。
言っておくけど、ホグワーツの歴史はとても面白いの。私のおすすめの素晴らしい歴史書があるわ。
彼女、呪文をたくさん使える。
Everything looks exactly the same except in Japanese.
さあ、旅立ちはもうすぐだ。だが、安全に行ってもらうために、このホグワーツの組分け帽子から。
Okay, that was really weird because I swear there were things in this version that are different. It's either that or the lighting is so much better, because I feel like I saw things for the first time that I've never seen before, and I've ridden that ride countless times. However, as much as I complained about the screens in Orlando, this was like watching it in 480p. It was really, really blurry to the point where like my eyes were straining. It was really weird. Also, what was really weird was at the very end, when you're supposed to, you know, time warp or whatever, you know, warp back into the exit, you see the exit before the time warp thing, and then like you then do the time warp thing, and then you, no, well, not time warp, you know what I mean. It's so weird. It was so weird. It's the same yet different, but yeah, Orlando's not looking too bad right now. The Hippogriff is here. We do have an express pass for it, but I think we're gonna skip it and see if we can do something else that we can't do in Orlando. First, before we leave the Wizarding World, there is one other show that is exclusive to this particular Wizarding World that is not in the other Wizarding Worlds, and I definitely want to show you it. Real quick, look how weird it is that you can see Super Nintendo from here. Oh my gosh!
ねえ何度も寄せないでついてきちゃダメだってば Go back home これ間違いなく叱られちゃうよ You are not supposed to be here
Please don't dawdle. We have so much to do to prepare for the upcoming OWL exam.
急いで We should definitely stop by the library
Andayo, what's the matter?
ねえはい
A hippogriff here.
どうしてヒポグリフがここに
Is there a homework assignment on transfiguration? Because surely you can just turn someone into a hippogriff of all things.
誰かをヒッポグリフに変身させる僕はしてないよ
Well, I couldn't turn anyone into a hippogriff either
Which one of you is playing tricks? 変身術は危険なものだよ。
こんにちはフリートウィング
Well, she needs to go back.
What's going on here? Is there a small gathering I'm not aware of?
Professor
Student. Merlin's Beer. This is highly irregular. How did this happen? Ikadara-noshi was on her.
私です先生説明します
I suggest you explain it immediately. This shows a serious lack of judgment. 5 points from Hufflepuff.
Professor, perhaps we shouldn't upset the hippogriff
Hey, well, gather round, everyone. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Now, let the hippogriff Fleetwing make her first move. So, you step up, then give her a bow. そして深くお辞儀をしましょう。こんな風に。
こちらが先にお辞儀をするのが礼儀正しいんですね。
Keep your eyes on Fleetwing. Try not to blink or look away. Then wait and see if she bows back.
Yeah! In between Jurassic Park and Amity, you have Waterworld, which we saw over in Hollywood, which was a great show, but it's also the entrance to Super Nintendo World. It's finally time for our timed entry. And here we are, the entryway to Super Nintendo World. There's the green pipe. It looks familiar like Hollywood. Little bit different. I did a full video on Super Nintendo World Hollywood, and I'll link it for you here and put in the description box below. But let's head inside. Here we go. I'm so excited. It's literally been just about a year since we were in Super Nintendo World in Hollywood. This looks very familiar. I am so excited though because this version, which is the original, is bigger than Hollywood. This is going to be similar to what we will see over in Epic Universe next year in Orlando. Oh my gosh. Oh wow, it is so much bigger. This is so nice. I guess this is what to expect in Epic. Also, there's going to be a Donkey Kong ride coming to this park. It was supposed to open in the spring. It got pushed, unfortunately. And it's going to be the same Donkey Kart ride that we're going to get over in Epic Universe. Mr. Antic says this isn't bigger, there's just multi-levels, and he's definitely wrong. He's wrong. There's a whole extra ride here. I think what I really love most, instead of calling it Toad's Cafe, they have his Japanese name, Kinopio's. And oh look, there's Mario and Luigi. We did not even get a chance to meet them in Hollywood because people line up for their meet and greet like so long in advance and they cut the line off. But they're so cute. Even with timed entry, it's so packed. And I'm so upset. I forgot our power bands from Hollywood because if you have from Hollywood, it will work here. And if you buy them here and take them to Hollywood, it will work in Hollywood. And I assume, hopefully, it should also work in Epic, but we forgot them. And that was one of the best things about this land is doing all the fun things with the power-up bands. I'm so excited to ride Yoshi's Adventure because that is not in Hollywood. It will be in Epic, but we have our first timed entry express pass for Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge. I also just want to point out something. The time for the Bowser Jr. mini game after you collect all of your keys is 5 minutes. It was not 5 minutes in Hollywood. I'm so excited to ride this again. I absolutely loved this ride. I know some people just don't think it's that great, but as a huge Mario Kart person, I just love it. The queue is very different. In Hollywood, you have outside the queue before you enter Bowser's Castle. Here you immediately enter and have that incredible statue of Bowser, which I think this is so much more effective because you immediately come in and he has such a menacing presence. This is so cool. I really love this queue way more than Hollywood's, and I don't know why. It just feels bigger maybe? I think it feels bigger. It feels like more menacing. I really truly feel like I'm actually in Bowser's Castle immediately versus waiting and waiting to get into it and then you're finally into it. But here are all the cups. Oh, wait, let's see the Universal one. So cool. Keep out. Okay, this looks very similar. This is Bowser's office lab where he does all of his research of how to beat Mario in Mario Kart. Wait, I need this piranha plant lamp. That's beautiful. I had to scooch in, but now we're in the factory where he makes the Bob-ombs and the Mecha Koopas. Got our helmets. This looks very familiar. Hi! I love the helmets. They do show the directions in English and Japanese in case you have not ridden this before in Hollywood and you're like, what do I do? Oh my goodness, it looks the same. Here we go. Oh, the carts. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I played this so many times in my games! So I made a purchase, and it's my favorite purchase ever. Can you get over these? I'm obsessed. They had a few different ones. They had Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Boo. They had so many, but like Toad, obviously, and it'll match my power-up band, which is Toad. And I'm definitely wearing these at the opening of Epic Universe for sure. I am so hyped. It is time to use our Express Pass for Yoshi's Adventure. I'm gonna call this the last ride of the night. And I wanted it to be because it's brand new ride to me. Oh my goodness, I'm so hyped. This is just like a little dark ride, but this is not in Hollywood, so I'm so excited to do something new. This makes me want to replay Yoshi's Crafted World. I like that one a lot. It literally looks just like it. It's Toadette! I don't know what she's saying because she's speaking in Japanese, but yeah, Toadette. When you see a glowing egg, press the button of the same color. Oh, look how cute they are! We got red Yoshi, almost tripped. I'm excited. He literally made his debut like 2 weeks afterwards. Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness, I love him so much. Well, my dudes, what a fantastic day at Universal Studios Japan. I am just so happy that I got to be here. I got to ride Jaws finally. I'm so happy. I got to experience Yoshi. I really liked the Hollywood, the Dream ride, except for the yelling, but the ride itself was fantastic. We had really good food here. We were just so tired. We wish we were able to get into Super Nintendo World earlier. Just don't make the mistakes like me. And if you know you're only coming for a day, just get the Express Pass. Don't dilly-dally and think, well, I'll probably be okay. And then, no, just get it. It's gonna save you so much time. Everything is very high wait times. Like, nothing is under 90 minutes here. Just do it. It's annoying, but if you're gonna come here, just you don't want to mess up the trip. And I mean, it's sad. I forgot my power-up band. I forgot, you know, to do the timed entry earlier, and so we didn't get that much time in Super Nintendo. But at least I got these glasses. We got to ride Yoshi, and we're gonna get so much more Super Nintendo on this channel once the opening of Epic Universe happens in 2025. But I loved just seeing the similarities, the differences, and just like everything this park had to offer, and I just had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed following along. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything that goes on this channel. Follow me on Instagram at Magical Hijinx. Check out the Patreon. Become a patron. You'll get exclusive bonus content, bonus lives, help with trip planning, access to our Discord, and you'll be helping continue bringing you great content like these Japan videos to this channel. And until next time, my dudes, I hope you guys get into some hijinks very, very soon. Now go watch more of my Japan videos. Bye-bye.